Hi, my name's Vicky, a ranger with the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bee house out of recycled materials. Did you know there's more than 250 different kinds of bees in the UK? They don't all live in hives. Some bees live underground, or they live in bee houses like this one above ground. They live on their own and they lay their eggs and raise their families on their own. So for this, you will need and some sticky mud. Step number 1, we need to cut the top off our plastic bottle. Okay, so you can see that I've cut around the drinks bottle, and what we're going to do now, because it's a very sharp edge, is we're going to cut some tape. And we're going to put the tape around the top of the milk bottle so that it doesn't have any sharp edges. There's a few reasons for doing this. The first reason is to stop us cutting ourselves on the sharp edges. And the second reason is because bees and other insects have very delicate wings, and we don't want them to damage their wings when they're using their bee house. So there we go, I've put tape all around the edge of the drinks bottle there. And now we're going to have a little look and see how we're going to hang this up. So the bottom of your milk bottle, drinks bottle, you need to make a little hole. So you can use some scissors to do this. Again, ask an adult to help you with this. And I've made a little hole. And now what I'm going to do is get some string. Going to feed the string through the hole at the bottom of the milk carton or drinks carton. This can be a bit tricky, so do a little knot in the top. Okay, so this is it so far. So next what we're going to do is we're going to use some bamboo. Now, if you don't have any bamboo, you can also use card, and I'll show you how you can make little tubes of card that the bees are going to be living in. So, you want the bamboo or the tubes to be a bit smaller than the end of the bottle so that we can keep the rain out and the bees won't get wet. So if I measure the length of this, that's 14 centimetres. So I'm going to cut my bamboo to a length of 12 centimetre lengths so that we can have quite a few to fill the bottle. Now, I'm going to use some secateurs here. You could use some scissors, but again, you want to be asking an adult to help you with this because it can be a little bit tricky. Okay, so we've got our bamboo cut up into nice little pieces, and what we're going to do now is have a look and see how many we need for the inside of our house. One important thing to remember with the bamboo is you can either use some sticky mud or some clay or some blue tack if you've got it, and something like that, or plasticine. And it's really important that the bamboo only has one entrance so that the bees know which way to go to lay their eggs. So on the bottom end of the bamboo, you can either put some sticky mud in each one of those or some plasticine, or you can put some in the bottom of your bottle here. Okay, we've got our bamboo. I'm just going to quickly show you how to make some cardboard tubes if you don't have any bamboo. It's really easy. You just cut your card and then you can roll it up into little tubes like so. And then if you use a little bit of tape, just to close up those little tubes. There we have a little cardboard tube. Okay, the next thing we need to do is get our wool. So this is really important to provide some other nice nesting material for our bees. So what I'm going to do is wrap the wool around the middle of the bamboo, like so. Wrap the wool all the way around the bamboo. We're going to tie it in a little knot. We've got a nice little bundle of bamboo. Okay, so we've got a little bundle of bamboo, and what we're going to do, another really important step, is we're going to get our sandpaper. We're going to make sure all the bamboo is all the same length, and we're going to use our sandpaper to just sand the end of the bamboo. So you need to make sure that all your bamboo is nicely sanded using a sandpaper, and this is really important because, as I said earlier, bees have got really delicate wings and we don't want them to hurt their wings when they're going into their little nest. So what we need to do next is pop all of our bamboo into our little bee house, like so, and we're going to get some of our wool that we used earlier. Wrap a little bit more around the bamboo so that it fits snugly inside our bee nest. So it's really important that all the bamboo is tucked away behind the edge of the plastic bottle edge, because we don't want the bees getting wet, and we've got some lovely wool all the way around there to keep them nice and warm as well. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to go, and here is our finished solitary bee house. Now that we've finished making our bee house, we need to think of the best spot to put it. It needs to be 1 metre above ground in a secure spot so that it doesn't shake around in the wind. The end of the bee house also needs to be facing down so that no water gets inside when it rains. During spring and summer, you should hopefully see some bees coming and going from the ends of the bamboo.